It is election month and ballot papers for the upcoming regional councils and local authority elections are expected to arrive today, a significant step in Namibia's electoral process. As the nation prepares to cast its votes, the Electoral Commission of Namibia is tasked with ensuring that the elections are conducted transparently, efficiently, and in accordance with the law. We're now joined by Wet Siluka, who is the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission of Namibia, to provide clarity on the election preparation, the security of the ballot papers, and what voters can expect in the coming weeks. Very good morning to you, Mr. Siluka.
Good morning, Deborah. Good morning to
Yeah.
everyone and good morning to our esteemed stakeholders.
Yeah. Thank you so much for making time to talk to us this morning.
Thank you.
We definitely do understand that the ballot papers will be arriving today. Kindly just walk us through the process of how ballot papers were transported and are being secured with their arrival today.
Well, thank you. As briefed earlier this month, the Commission has completed the production of the ballot papers. That was yesterday. And we expect the arrival of the ballot papers today around 12:30 through the International Airport. They will be transported from South Africa via air from the printers themselves and under security protocols.
All right. Well, we'll be continuing our conversation shortly. Do not go anywhere. For our viewers, we are talking to Wet Siluka, who is the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission of Namibia, seeing that the ballot papers will be arriving today. Don't go anywhere. Was anything merged? Do I start from the beginning?
Can you check number 6?
Number 6.
Okay, you must come
Like
inside.
6,
Check 6.
Oh, he doesn't have a mic.
Yeah, can you pick my voice?
Can you guys pick up Lucas's voice?
It's number 6 or 7?
Number 6 or 7?
Check 1, 2, 1, 2.
6 or 7?
1, 2. Let me just use this. Okay, I'll use that 5.
Number 5? Number 5?
Must come in my key.
Again, okay, no problem. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear?
She gave me a different list, but
Mic
it's fine.
check.
Any is fine.
Can you hear me? Is it fine?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
Proper.
Yeah.
Way. Hindi hanggang gatang picking apa. I see there's a calendar out. Are we all following the calendar? Okay. You guys are ready to get those helicopters to those places that take forever. Welcome back. You're still watching Good Morning Namibia. We're still joined in studio by Wet Siluka, who is the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission of Namibia. And he's basically just joining us in studio, giving us an update that is, of course, on the regional councils and local authorities elections, talking to us about the calendar, and also just hearing that the ballot papers are expected to arrive today. Mr. Siluka, thank you so much for staying with us one more time. If we can perhaps just start over from the beginning, if you can just walk us through the process of how the ballot papers were transported and are secured with their arrival today.
Well, thank you, Ndabewa, and good morning to the viewers. Good morning to our esteemed stakeholders and those watching across the country and beyond. Well, the ballot papers production process has been completed as outlined earlier this month, and this was in accordance to the schedule that has been shared with the key stakeholders, that is political parties, independent candidates, as well as the organization and the associations that are participating in the upcoming elections. These ballot papers were produced in South Africa, Joburg to be specific, and will be transported via chartered flights today. We expect the arrival roughly around 12:30 through the Osea Kutako International Airport. So we really urge the stakeholders who have been invited to observe the arrival process to be there on time.
Yeah. How many ballot papers have been printed this time around, and also how does this number compare to the previous elections?
Well, the ballot papers are printed according to the elections that we are going to be conducting, that is regional councils and local authority. We have about 1.8 million ballot papers printed for regional councils elections, and we have over 912,000 for local authorities, and this is in accordance with the final voters register that was released on the 24th of October.
All right. Talk to us about the measures that have been put in place by the Electoral Commission of Namibia just to ensure integrity and also just the security when it comes to the ballot papers.
Well, ballot papers are categorized as sensitive materials in according to our electoral laws, and their transportation and storage is very strict, that we transport them via the escort of the Namibian Police Force to ensure the security of the consignment. And once they arrive at Hosea Kutako earlier today, they are going to be transported under the strict escort of the Namibian Police to the ECN Central Logistics Stores, where they will be packaged and dispatched according to the constituencies in which they were produced for.
Yeah. Saying that they'll be packaged and also dispatched to the different constituencies, when is this process expected to take place?
Well, immediately after arrival of the ballot papers today, tomorrow we will resume with the packaging of these sensitive materials under the observation of course, of political parties and associations, as well as agents from the independent candidates. And then they will be transported at a later stage to various regional ECN and NAMPOL depots, where they'll also be kept under strict security until the day of polling.
All right. Are there perhaps any changes in the voting process for this year's regional councils and local authority elections that the voters should be aware of?
Of course, the arrival of ballot papers already give us an idea of how we are going to vote. So we are going to be voting manually, and that is through the cast of a ballot paper. But what we have done also this time around, just like last year, we have printed enough sample ballot papers for political parties to conduct their voter education. Of course, as the Commission, voter education activities already started, and we have already redeployed it across the country. But for political parties who are busy with their campaigns, we have printed out the sample ballot papers, and this will be issued to them between today and tomorrow.
Yeah. How is the ECN preparing for voters' turnout, especially when it comes to the rural areas?
You see, voting in Namibia it's not strictly by law. So it's a civic duty, and we always emphasize that as responsible citizens, we also need to exercise our civic duty, which is to practice or get involved in the democratic processes by ensuring that we promote electoral democracy, ensuring that we do not only register to have a voter's card, but we also exercise the actual right, which is the voting. So we urge those who have registered to vote to ensure that they also turn out to cast their votes on the 26th of November.
Yeah, I think throughout so much has been done when it comes to civic education and also just voters' education. But what are some of the steps that the ECN has taken this time around just to ensure and inform the public about their rights to vote, seeing that this time around when it comes to the regional councils and local authority elections, the turnout is usually lower than the general elections?
You see, when we produce the voters register, we look at the statistics and see which one is in terms of the democratic cohorts. And if you look at our democratic cohorts, 37% of our final voters register is the youth, and mainly from 18 to 35 years. And this is where you find first-time voters who might not understand the importance of getting involved into the democratic processes. So we have employed youth ambassadors across the 14 regions that have been deployed to reinforce our existing voter education officers across the country. And this is mainly to ensure that they entice the fellow youth by getting them involved in the democratic process. And we anticipate that the youth mainly will turn out in numbers to vote. We have also deployed various strategies such as social media campaigns. And of course, we know that radio still remains the most useful channel in terms of media across the constituencies, more especially for a marginalized community. So in order for them to have access to that information, we are running radio campaigns as well in various indigenous languages, as well as in the official language, which is English. And we have started with that process earlier in September, and it will go until the 25th of November. So it is our sincere hope that, including me and you, will be casting our votes on 26th November.
Definitely. But what is your message to everybody this morning, those who have registered to vote, those who are eligible to vote when it comes to the upcoming regional councils and local authority elections? What is your message?
Elections are conducted every after 5 years. So we have this opportunity now, and we have to utilize it to our maximum ability as responsible citizens. If we don't vote now, it means we have denied ourselves the right to be represented at central government. And that denial, which is self-denial, you will carry it for the next 5 years. So I urge all registered voters to ensure that they cast their votes on 26 November.
All right. Well, Mr. Siluka, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll definitely meet at Hosea Kutako International Airport at 12:30 for the arrival of the ballot papers.
Well, thank you. I also need to emphasize
Yes.
that due to strict aviation security and ground handling protocols, the Commission will not be able to address the media at the airport like we did last year. But special arrangements have been put in place, and will inform the media and other key stakeholders of the arrangements on where they will be addressed.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and all the best with the rest of the day.
Thank you, Nebewa. Thank you to the GMN team, and good day to Namibians.
All right. Wet Siluka, who is the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission of Namibia, joining us this morning, talking to us as to the ballot papers arriving. That is, of course, today at 12:30 at the Hosea Kutako International Airport. Now, he did mention that over less than, 2 million ballot papers have been printed. That is, of course, for the regional councils and local authority elections. Now, this is a message to everybody. It is important that you go out there and exercise your democratic right come the 26th of November.